Howdy friends, and welcome to The Average J. It is kind of a big day for some of the chickens. Today's video is going to be a chicken update. I haven't done a chicken update in a while, but I had cleaned out the coop. That was the last video, I think, that I did that had the chickens involved. And unfortunately, we missed trash day for that, and that's why I have all these trash bags. That was from when I did the coop last time. Oh well. But today is a big day because our batch of Cornish Rocks are a little over 3 weeks old. They're like 3 weeks and 4 days, and it's time to move them. We're moving them to the nursery, and I took their brooder out of the basement, and I got to clean that up. That's always so much fun. And now down in the basement, there's like a big space where the brooder used to be. Yeah, so I got to clean up down there too. Good sweeping, good mopping, because, you know, all that dust gets all over everything. And let's see, today's Monday, so I have 2 days until trash day to get this thing cleaned out, bagged up, and hopefully get everything out to the trash. But let's go see where the baby Cornish Rocks are. So just like we did with the Buff Worpingtons, we're utilizing the tractor, the quote-unquote vacation trailer, the RV of chicken coops. And I mean, you can see how big they are at about a little over 3 weeks. Their feathers are disgusting. These birds in general are actually kind of gross. I mean, you should see how often they'll poop and lay right down in it. They'll poop on each other. They'll poop in the water. It's really disgusting, to be honest with you. But they're actually very, very healthy. They're very active. They eat a lot. They drink a lot of water. I always keep, great amount of food and water in there. They're scratching around, picking up grass. I got some chick grit in there in case they want that. But, there's some grass for them to pick on, eat on, scratch around in. They still go for that non-GMO, non-medicated chicken feed or chick feed. And I elevated the water so they don't just go pooping in it. The food, it's down to the ground level, but I did elevate the food or the water so that it stays clean. Here's all of my egg layers. All the golden comets right up in front. Let's see, let's count you 7. I guess that means that Broody Girl is sitting in there. We'll check on her, but there should be 8. And let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 Buff Worpingtons. Where's the 5th buff? Oh, I see her back there. She's still inside. Come on, baby. Well, she's not going to come out, but I do see her in the background. I see her shadow. Oh, there she goes. Woohoo! All right, so now all 5 buffs are out. Yay. Look how they just follow you along. I'm walking along and they're just like, oh, hey. I think they think they're going to get something tasty. I'm going to close the door because I'm going to go inside. So, opening up the latch. And, of course, there's Broody Girl. Broody Girl, you got to get out of there. Come on, baby. But let's see, what are we looking at eggs today? Oh, we got some in there. We got some in there. There. Here. All right, so looking at probably 7 eggs today. Unless Broody Girl's sitting on anything, I don't know. But we're going to scooch her out in a second. This is where I'm going to put the Cornish Rocks. I am going to cover the floor in plastic. I'm just going to use big lawn and leaf bags because I don't want it seeping into the wood, any of their waste, because then you'll never get that out of there. Inside the main coop, it has a steel floor and then covered with linoleum, or vinyl flooring, I should say. So in there, I'm just going to put plastic all down. And then instead of putting the straw like is on this side, I'm going to put wood chips down because that's what they're used to. The last time I did Cornish Rocks, I put those same wood chips in the entire coop. So I'm just going to leave all of the equipment in there. It's no big deal. They're not going to mess with anything. They're not strong enough to hurt anything. And then up over here is where I'm going to put their food and water. I'm going to hang it. If you see, there are 2 nails right here and here. And that is where I'm going to hang their food and water, just like I have the food and water hung on this side. But I'm not going to put them in here till the end of the day. It's getting warm in here, so I think I got to turn on the fan. Let's see. There we go. Like a jet engine in here. Holy moly. We're going to walk out and open the door because I want Broody Girl to come out. They'll all go in, but we'll come around this way. They all come running. You know, all I do to keep my coop door closed is a little brick. What are you doing? Come on, Goldie, move. Move. See how they go down on the ground when they think, you know, you're a rooster and you're going to come after them. Hey, I'll get you. Woohoo! Now I'll get you. Woohoo! And you. Woohoo! All right, everybody, move so I can get Broody Girl. Come on, baby. Come on. Want to come out? You going to come out? Let's go, baby. There we go. And no eggs. That's a fake egg, ceramic. But there she goes. Everybody get out. Come on. Come on. Let's go. There she goes. What? What do you want? Hi. They are good chickens, though. It's a good girl. I get Broody Girl out of there. Alice comes out and does it too. Michelle's done it. We get worried that if she sits in there, it's hot and she doesn't get the proper intake of water or food. So, you know, we scoot her out. She comes out. She plays with everybody for a few minutes, gets water, gets food, and she does okay. But we just go out there like 3 or 4 times a day to get her out. But right now, the main thing is getting everything set for these little guys and girls right here to be in there by this evening. So I'm on lunch right now. I'm on lunch break from work. So I thought I would just take a few minutes to get this done during lunch. And then after work, I'll go. I got to go to TSC. I need a little bit of chain for hanging the food and water. I don't use string. They peck at string. I've tried that before, so I have to use chain. And I need some more of the wood shavings, but we'll do that after work. One of the things I will say is when the babies are gone, it is way quieter down here, not hearing all that chirp, chirp, chirping. Got done work and went over to Tractor Supply and got a couple of packages of the pine shavings. Like I said, I'm going to keep pine shavings instead of straw for the Cornish Rocks. But let's go get it set up. I am going to set that down right there to keep them occupied so that I can go close the door, because I know that if I let them in, it's going to be a nightmare. So they're all laying down, and I'm probably going to disturb them. All right, we're missing a lot of birds here. Missing a lot of birds here. Oh, here comes 7. Where's the buff Worpingtons? Got 2 buff Worpingtons out. That means 3 are inside. Ugh. All right. We'll deal with how many are in there. Come on. Oh, yeah, you're stuck in here. Come on in, Michelle. All right, you can come all the way in. I'm putting plastic down underneath the litter because I know how these birds get. Actually, I got to turn this fan off because I can't hear myself think. Oh, that's going to be much better. I'm putting plastic down because the floor is made of wood, like I said, so I don't want all of their stuff getting onto the floor. So all I'm doing is taking a thing of plastic trash bags, Michelle's good trash bags, sorry.
They're my lawn ones.
Yeah, I know, these are the good bags.
Yes.
These are the good bags, oh my goodness.
It's worth it.
These are the good Walmart lawn and leaf bags. Actually, we're making a joke. They are the best. We have tried so many different kinds. And these are the ones that fit the trash can the best. And they're strong, they're sturdy, and they're cheap.
Yes.
Like the chickens, cheap, cheap. I know that was just a terrible sounding thing. Look, them buff Worpingtons don't want to have nothing to do with this right now.
They can run away from me.
They are. Ungrateful jerks. You know, they can be ungrateful all they want as long as when they get to the right age, they start making eggs for me, you know?
Well, no, honey. I think they are.
Well, going from the date that they were supposed to start laying, it would be in September. So, or actually I think October. So if they're laying now, that's mighty early. So, alright. Got my plastic down. And what I'm doing is I'm putting these boards so that the older chickens don't feel compelled to try to peck at the younger ones. You're never going to be able to stop all of the rivalry or whatever, but try to keep it as civil as possible. They're still going to be able to see and get to each other through the little doors, but other than that, I think I've got it closed off enough. I'm just hoping nobody falls through. So, I need to put one more bag. Sorry, honey, I'm using your bags.
It's all good.
Michelle's playing camera person today.
Yes.
Showing her mad recording skills. It is dusty as crap, and I literally just got done.
Yeah.
I literally just got done cleaning this. 2 weeks ago?
About that.
A week ago? All right, so now I have our Tractor Supply Company premium flakes. I don't know why they call it premium. I never saw a bag there that said, you know, mediocre flakes.
Right?
So, and all I'm gonna do is rip it open, and this stuff is packed, like really dense. So when you let this stuff go, you really got to pull it apart so that you can get the full coverage or max coverage that you want.
Mm-hmm.
So
It goes a long way.
oh, it's you ain't joking. We've had the babies for 3 weeks now, and I have only gone through 1 pack of shavings in the 2 brooders that I've used. So I'm just gonna pop this stuff out. And I will say this, I did this one time 2 weeks ago. I actually got a splinter.
Oh,
It is wood, so just bear that in mind. Yeah. See, that's sharp. It didn't go in my finger, but I certainly felt it. All right. Get some of that out.
good fluffing skills.
Yeah, you definitely want this stuff fluffed out. Now I'm putting it about 3 to 4 inches deep, maybe about 3 inches deep. And I'll tell you why. Cornish Rocks, they go to the bathroom a lot. So I don't want to have them like completely laying in their own filth. So this gives me an opportunity when they're out during the day to kind of turn it over and just add a sprinkle of new stuff on top. So. The other thing is, I want to be careful. I want to make sure all of that plastic is covered, because these birds are incredibly curious. And I can tell you right now, they will peck at it non-stop once they discover it. So it's inevitable that they're going to discover it, but still I'd like to keep that down to the least likely time of happening. So, but it looks like 1 thing of bedding is going to be enough for this space.
Definitely.
What do you think, Michelle?
Oh, definitely.
All right. A little more spreading over here. Maybe they'll wind up using this as like roosting bars.
Yeah. I think they're too fat for that.
Yeah. Anybody who's ever seen Cornish Rocks knows they're not
Agile.
real agile. And I will say that for right now, might not be later tonight, but this smells really good. Michelle loves petting the blondie girls.
Yeah, but they keep wanting to run away. Except Sapphire. She's like, she kind of likes me. But I think the comics have made him jittery.
I think so. I think they're shell-shocked. Look, she's coming right to you.
Yeah.
So we got done. For now, I'm going to bring them in. It looks like it's going to rain. I hung their food and water. I was going to use chain, but Weiss's Hardware today closed at 2 o'clock. Said staffing issues. I don't know what's up with that, but anywho. So I just used some cord and tied some old Boy Scout half hitches so I can get them undone, and I'm going to bring the birds in. They are out. So, and look, some of the buffs that were inside came outside. This thing, they were pooping in already when I transported them. And inside, all the golden comets came in like they missed something. They're eating the food. But see, these chains are what I want to put the baby's food and water on. The chains work great. But for right now, I think they're just trying to adjust and adapt. I showed them where their food and water is. Look, I think one's going to go get water now. Hopefully. Get your water. Drink your water. I don't know. But this is where they're going to be. I'm going to turn the fan on and point one of the fans at them. The little fan, the big fan, in the main coop. Now comes the fun part. The fun part is cleaning up the brooder. Watch when I kick it how many flies come up. Yeah, it's a lot of flies because that's a lot of poop. So we're going to scoop that into a bag. Wash everything out. I'm not scrubbing it. I just want to get it rinsed so that we don't have the flies. And I'll probably clean it for good sometime tomorrow. Doesn't really matter because I think I'm just going to wind up putting it behind the shed anyway, or the coop, because I don't want to put it in where the babies are, and that's normally the storage area. For what I've been doing, it's humid. It actually just started raining a few minutes ago, just while I was putting the babies in there. But it stopped. I think I have a few minutes of clearness to get this done, but the humidity level, it's high and it's hot. So that's probably going to be in for shower number 2 when this is all said and done. Here are the gross things that were in there, like a little tray that I had the food on, and a little bowl that I had turned upside down to keep the water elevated. You see, they're both completely covered in poop. But we got all the litter out. I wanted to point out that I didn't get a full bag out of there. This is what I was talking about when I said this stuff goes a long way. I had emptied this out completely one time, and I used 2/3 of a container of the flakes. I used 1/3 for the first time, a second third for this time, and I still have a third downstairs. So 1/3 of a container that's condensed turns into this, big trash can full. So this trash can, to look at it size-wise, is the same size as a brand new pack, but I got 3 things out of it. Now it comes time to wash it. Yay! Our neighbor has a rabbit that is out every day. Now they just cut their grass either this morning or late yesterday afternoon. That bunny rabbit sits in that yard, sat in it when it's tall grass, now sits in it when it's short grass. That is not a very scared rabbit. Everything is cleaned up and over to the side. I'm going to let it stay out here, like I said, for a couple of days. I don't care if it rains or whatever, but at least it's done. I'm going to go inside, make dinner, clean up, and then I'll do a little goodbye. So in honor of a chicken video, even though it was about prepping the new space for the meat chickens, we're going to have chicken tonight. And it is Louisiana air fryer chicken mix. We love this. I like it more for the pork. They make a coating for pork. They make one for fish. And they make one for chicken. I like the pork best, but this stuff is really good. So here's the 4 stages. You take the piece of chicken, wash it off, pat it dry, put it through an egg wash. Then you put your coating on, and then it goes on the plate. I usually like to let it sit for about 5 minutes and dry. And then you put it in an air fryer, 450 degrees, for about 15 minutes. And a beautiful side of frozen waffle fries. Yum. Not. But you know what? It's the side that kind of goes with it. The egg girls are really producing well. Have those. Gave a dozen away yesterday. They're, I guess, paying for their rent in eggs. Dinner is complete. Michelle is not here. She is at a meeting for the Gibbstown Swim Club. She just got elected a trustee over at the pool. She does a lot over there. She's done the work parties for a dozen years, if not longer. I don't know. She really is a proud member of the Gibson Swim Club, but she missed dinner. So there is an empty plate sitting on the table and the food is covered. She'll get it when she gets here. But Alex and I ate. We're all done. Artie didn't get any. Poor little thing. Did you get any food, Artie? Did you get food? No, he's playing with his ball right now. Got your ball? Yeah. So, anyway, today was a good day for... Oh, I am in my third thing of clothing because I did get a shower while I was making dinner. And I got everything done with the chickens, the Cornish Rocks. They are in the nursery. And they seem to have been taken to it pretty good. Alex and I checked on them a few minutes ago, and they were eating and drinking, so they know where the food and the water is and the new digs. So, and it didn't like really stink in there. I understand they've only been in there for a couple hours, but with those birds, it doesn't take a whole long time usually. But they are set up, and I'm very happy about it. There are 10 birds, 6 are mine, 4 are Jones from Jones Pointed Plate. And I mean, I was raising them anyway, so there's really not much of a difference between raising 6 and raising 10, to be perfectly honest with you. It's, you know, really not any harder to raise that. It's the processing that takes... Last time I processed chickens, I did a dozen in a day. It just about killed me because I don't have an automatic plucker. But Joan said she's going to come over and help on that day. So having the extra set of hands is going to be really helpful, and it's going to make it... the ability to do 10 chickens in one day, it's going to make it doable. I won't feel worn out. Artie, what are you doing? He is playing with this ball. Something fierce. Very distracting. However, I just wanted to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and probably the next time I'll put the babies on video is probably after they're about like 6 weeks old. Probably a little more feathered out, but they are Franken chickens because they look just scary, but they're fairly friendly birds. They're not, I don't know, they're kind of lazy, for lack of a better term. They just, okay, pick me up because I'm too lazy to move, but you'll see them probably in another 3 weeks when they're about 6 weeks old. But until then, we'll just kind of focus on the egg-laying chickens and Artie, the dog. Again, have a great night. Like and subscribe. Hit the notifications. Bye.